Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Puborama, and in today's video, I'll be talking about the arcade in Grand Theft Auto 5 Online, why this is quite possibly one of the most important purchases you can make, even, I would say, higher up than the Kosatka. So we're going to be breaking into everything you need to know about the arcade and why it truly is just so insane. Now, there are two ways to make money with the arcade. The first is the passive income. You can see I've completely filled my arcade with one machine, and that is Monkey's Paradise. Now, you might think I'm a little bit of a monkey myself for purchasing this machine over and over, but in reality, this machine only costs $90,000. And the best part is you don't need to ever purchase it again. So it's free for me to just spam the machine over and over, filling up every arcade slot open, meaning that I can actually get the max daily income every 48 minutes of $5,000. Sure, it's not a crazy amount of money, but I've already made back the money I've spent on this with the passive income because it's only $90,000 for the one machine. So I would highly suggest you do this if you already own the arcade. Just fill it up with Monkey's Paradise. You're going to make $5,000 every 48 minutes, and it's literally just an almost free investment with no downsides. The second way to make money with the arcade, and why I think it's just as good if not better than the Kosatka, is that you have the Diamond Casino Heist. Now, the heist itself, you do need two people for, which is a bit of a downside. However, it's only a 48-minute cooldown when you do it with two people, compared to doing the Cayo Perico Heist solo is going to be a 2-hour and 48-minute cooldown. And I'm going to be real, I have a Discord server, TGG has a Discord server, a lot of YouTubers have Discord servers where you can very easily find friends to hang out with that play on the same console or platform as you. So it's not hard to do heists with other people, it's usually that lack of motivation that people don't want to have, social conversations. But I would highly suggest to at least do the Diamond Casino Heist a couple times. It's really fun, there's a bunch of different approaches, and it pays out just as well, if not sometimes even better in certain cases, than the Cayo Perico Heist. With that aside, there's one specific reason why I personally love the arcade and think it's one of the most important purchases, and that is the Master Control Terminal, which we'll be talking about in just one moment. The first thing that you should talk about is location, which is absolutely key for the arcade. Now, there are in total 4 locations in the city, and we also have 2 locations up to the top of the map. I'm gonna be real, if you bought either of these locations, I don't know why. It's literally just a waste of money. If you're doing setups for the heist, it's a terrible idea because you're going to drive all the way over to Paleto. And even if you're not doing setups for the heist and you're just trying to buy it for the Master Control Terminal, still, why would you buy something in Paleto? You have to drive all the way down there to use it. Just absolutely pointless. Do not buy these arcade locations. It's literally a waste of money. What you should be buying is one of the arcades in the city. Now, each of the locations are not bad. I would say the worst out of all the 4 is Vinewood, and then as well the Davis one. Davis because it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. The Maze Bank Tower is like right around here, and Davis is down here. It's just kind of a drive away, and like mine, I own mine because it's directly next to my office building, which is directly down the road here, and then also my nightclub is over here, and my auto shop's over here. Like, everything's in the very close proximity to each other, so that's specifically why I own this arcade, which is why I would suggest to buy this one if your office building is right here. But aside from that, if you have, let's say, the Maze Bank Tower over here, then I would probably suggest to buy this arcade, the La Mesa. It's the cheapest of the city locations at $1.875 million, and I mean, it's really close to your office building, which is right here. So overall, really good location. It's actually closer to this one over here from the Maze Bank Tower than it is to the Rockford Hills or any of the other locations. So yeah, I would definitely say that this is probably the best bang for your buck, but if you're like me and you're mostly situated around the top left part of the city, then just buy the Rockford Hills location. Now, with these parts out of the side, the most important thing when it comes to the arcade is the Master Control Terminal. If we make our way all the way up through the office, all the way over to our computer, you can buy upgrades. Now, it's weird. Normally, when you buy renovations for buildings, it's on the phone. You go on your phone, you renovate, let's say you want to add more garages to your office building, you go on your phone, Maze Bank Foreclosures, and you purchase them there. When it comes to the arcade, you actually have to go to the Upgrades tab on the computer inside your office or in the garage, and then you can purchase this, the Master Control Terminal. Basically, the way this terminal works is it controls all of the businesses that were released before this building. So, for example, all of your motorcycle clubs, your bunker, and your CEO cargo. Because of that, it just makes this one of the best buildings in the game. So what you'll see here is I'm going to go sit down and just take a look at the businesses I control. If we take a quick look at where all of my locations are for my businesses, we've got my meth, and then we've got my counterfeit cash right at the beginning of Sandy Shores. We got my coke lockup near the Alamo Sea, and then, oh boy, yeah, my weed lockup in Docks Forge are all the way up in Grapeseed. Kind of a lame location, I'm going to be real, but all of my businesses, especially when it comes to Motorcycle Club, are in the Sandy Shore perimeter. And then we've also got my bunker, which is right next to the prison, another location not really in the city. Now, as most of my businesses are in the city, and I'm doing a lot of my setups for the Cayo Perico heist over towards this part of the map at Vespucci Beach, then most of the time I'm really situated around this portion of the map. So that means that, let's say I don't own the arcade and I want to restock my Motorcycle Club and bunker. So I'm going to be probably around here at my office building, go all the way over in my helicopter, stop off at my bunker, get out, go into the bunker, resupply, then get out of my bunker, go over to my Motorcycle Club, resupply, then go to the next one, resupply, then the next one, resupply, then the next one, all the way over here, resupply, and then the final one and resupply. Not to mention, while I'm doing that, I have to go in and out of my CEO because I don't want to be raided if I have a lot of product in my businesses. Just to showcase how much easier the Master Control Terminal is, what I'm going to do right here is just register as a CEO, and boom, I can resupply my bunker. Done. It's that simple. Then, if I want to do it for my coke lockup or any of these things, all I need to do is get off the chair and start up as a motorcycle club. Now, the thing that a lot of people worry about is raids when you're doing motorcycle clubs. So the best advice I can give you is do not become a MC, CEO, or whatever you want to call it, just a motorcycle club president, until you've sat down at your chair, go onto the computer, and you can actually press X on your Xbox remote or whatever you play on. You can just press X, boom. Now I'm a president, so I can log in really quickly, resupply, boom, done. Then I can do it for the next business, log in, boom, done. Then the next and the next. It's really simple. It only takes about maybe 1 minute, and then I can just stand off the computer. I can go back into my interaction menu, disband, and now I have no chance of being raided. So not only is this a really fast way of resupplying all of your business, I would say in total, it's probably saved me hours of resupplying work, because sure, it might only save me, let's say, 10 minutes from what it would take me to go over from the city all the way over to Sandy and then back after I'm done resupplying. But if it saved me 10 minutes every single time, and I've already done this 100 times, then that's a lot of minutes I've been able to save, over 1,000. So overall, I would definitely say that if you are a person that constantly uses your motorcycle club and your bunker, that you need to purchase an arcade to get the Terminal Command Center. It is just an extremely important purchase, and as well as I talked about before, the arcade also comes with a garage, which is sweet, and in that garage, you can start up the Diamond Casino heist and store your cars here. So overall, I just think the arcade is one of the most important purchases in the game, right up there, maybe even higher up than the Kosatka, because it also has the opportunities of, being able to resupply your businesses and everything else. So buy the arcade if you run your passive businesses. If you don't, I didn't mean to do that. Oh my god, now I have to go drive my motorcycle somewhere else or back into my terabyte. Either way, hopefully this video helped you out, and if you'd like to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.